Welcome to the course registration session for Hospitality Leadership and Culinary Arts. Hospitality Leadership programs and certificates include the Hospitality Leadership Associate of Applied Science, which has 4 concentrations: Culinary, Hotel Restaurant Management, Hotel Restaurant Management for Transfer, and the Baking and Pastry concentration. Certificates include a Culinary Fundamentals, an Advanced Culinary Arts Certificate, Hotel and Restaurant Management Certificate, and Baking and Pastry Arts. So what makes you interested in being a hospitality, leadership, or culinary student? Do you want to work in a restaurant or resort? Pima will train you with premier training and in our new hospitality leadership program. There's a simulated to scale hotel and lobby and guest service suite, and the culinary arts classes include training in a commercial kitchen and in the new Aztec Grill Campus Cafe. The program is a conditional enrollment program. You'll be able to enroll in the culinary and hotel restaurant management courses once you meet with the program advisor to discuss what degree or certificate you intend to complete. You can email or call to make an appointment. The program advisor is Mary Cassidy, mcassidy3@pima.edu, with a direct telephone line of 520-206-5251. Here's the information again for the program advisor, Mary Cassidy, and also we have an academic success counselor, Uvaldo Martinez, to support our students. One of the important variables that each student must know about is the advising syllabus. When you meet with your advisor will show you how to access the advising syllabus and go over these 3 important areas as well as other information. The advising syllabus can be found in your My Pima under the Students and Academics tab. The first part is to stay connected, to stay informed, to meet regularly with your advisor at least once a semester, and to explore your program, to know your program and your goal. Secondly, we want you to continue to take responsibility for your education, to persist, to work through difficult times and good times, to know about the college resources available to all students. Much of this information is in your My Pima, and there are many, many college resources for all students. The hospitality leadership and culinary programs are special admissions programs and do require a selective admission application. You can talk to the program advisor about this once you decide which area you're going to pursue. The third part is we want you to complete. We want you to have a plan for completion, an academic plan that makes sense for you, for your life, for all the things going on with you at this time. To know that you have to apply for graduation in the last semester when you're enrolled in the classes needed to complete your program or your certificate. If you're transferring, we want you to connect with a university transfer coordinator and also to investigate your My Career link. 3 other important resources are My Pima, the college catalog, and your My Degree plan. My Pima is your hub for all kinds of information and also to do many, many, many transactions. You can register for classes, check on your financial aid, there's student resources, there's tutoring resources, there are all kinds of, there's access to disability and resources if you need special accommodations. Many, many resources in the My Pima. It's very important to know what college catalog you're following. The college catalog is determined by when you start at Pima. So make sure to ask your advisor, what is my college catalog? And know how to access it and where to find all the information for your program. The third resource that want to discuss right now is the My Degree Plan. In your My Pima, in your Students tab in Academics, there's a section entitled My Degree Plan. A worksheet will load that indicates all the classes you need to take to complete your program. It's very important to know how to use this resource, and your program advisor will go over that with you. Now I'm going to go over just some general degree requirements. The AGEC, or Arizona General Education Curriculum, is 35 credits of 11 classes designed to meet the general education courses for transfer to a university. This does not pertain so much to hospitality or culinary certificates, except in the case of the hotel restaurant management for transfer. But again, this is something that you'll go over with your program advisor. Career and technical education degree requirements are 15 credits of general education, and they apply to Associate of Applied Science programs. A core class is a program required core class. So you'll get a broad foundation in your program of study. For example, in the culinary pathway, the Culinary 105 is sanitation and nutrition. That is a core class. Programs also have support classes, perhaps a student success class or a computer class. Next, we'll talk about the first semester course guide for Hospitality Leadership Culinary Hotel Restaurant Management Certificate. So it's important to determine your placement results by looking in your My Pima under the Students, Academics, and Placement Testing. For the hospitality and culinary, you may or may not need certain placement test scores. But in general, the first semester of hospitality leadership will require a writing placement score. Culinary certificates do not require placement scores in any of the areas, and the hotel restaurant management certificate does require a math placement score. All of the culinary classes are culinary and hotel restaurant management classes are restricted, so you cannot register through your My Pima. Your program advisor will register you for the courses. So when you reach out to make an appointment and talk about your individual circumstances and how many classes you want to take, then your program advisor will register you for those culinary and hotel restaurant management courses. You can, however, search the schedule of classes to see what section you would like and identify the course registration number, or CRN, for the section you would prefer. We'll get into how to do that a little later on in the registration session. On this slide, you'll see first semester course guides for the various areas in this course of study. So the first box talks about Hospitality Leadership Associate of Applied Science degree. And it doesn't matter which concentration you choose. There are 4 concentrations. There's a culinary, baking and pastry arts, hotel restaurant management, or hotel restaurant management for transfer. But the first semester is the same regardless of the concentration area. In that first semester, you'll take Culinary 105 and 140 during the first 8 weeks of the semester, and HRM 100, a writing class, and Econ 150 for the second 8 weeks. Actually, the writing and the Econ 150 go the entire semester, 16-week courses. The Culinary Fundamentals Certificate and the Advanced Culinary Arts Certificate are very similar for first semester recommendations. Again, Culinary 105 and 140 for the first 8 weeks, Culinary 130, 150, and 160 for the second 8 weeks. And then if you're doing the certificate in one semester, you'll want to do the capstone course Culinary 189 in the first semester. If you're doing the advanced certificate, you would not do that capstone course until the second semester of your program of study. The Baking and Pastry Arts Certificate includes a Student Success class, Student Success 100 College Study Skills. And you take that the first 8 weeks along with Culinary 105 and 140. And the second 8 weeks you would take Baking and Pastry Production, Culinary 160, and the Specialty and Hearth Breads, Culinary 168. For Hotel Restaurant Management, this is where that math placement comes into play. The CSA 110 does require a math placement into at least Math 92, which is elementary algebra. So you'll need a math placement. There's also HRM 100 and 104, HRM 100, which you take in the first 8 weeks with the CSA 110. Second 8 weeks, you'd take HRM 104 and your choice of one of the electives. It's important to distinguish between prerequisite and co-requisite classes. A prerequisite, pre means to come before, is a course you have to take before the next course. For example, Writing 101 needs to be passed successfully with a C or better before you can take Writing 102. Therefore, Writing 101 is a prerequisite for Writing 102. A co-requisite is a course that has to be taken at the same time. The example here is Math 92 LB, which is the lab that's connected to Math 92. So you have to sign up for both Math 92 and Math 92 LB at the same time. For the Culinary and Hospitality, the two courses that are co-requisites are the Culinary 105 and the Culinary 140. Next, we're going to go over class registration and how to read the class schedule. So when you pull up the schedule of classes, you'll see that there is a CRN. In this area, you'll see the CRN, course registration number. So that's important to put into your MyPima when you're ready to register for the course registration number. The second area on the screen here shows the meeting days and times of the class. This particular one meets Tuesday, Thursday. It starts August 19th, goes through December 14th, and the time is 8:15 to 9:30. So on 8:15 to 9:30 on Tuesday and on Thursday, that class would meet. The method is in person. Method can be virtual, online, in person, hybrid, just depending. Status is important because you need to know whether the class is open for registration or whether it's already full. Under the approval area, and this is particular to HRM and culinary classes, this one says none required. However, culinary and hotel restaurant management classes are restricted. So as I said, your program advisor would have to register you for the class. Seats available is an important aspect. You'll want to know if there are still seats available or if there's a wait list. And finally, the section 7 up at the top on the left where it says info, that's going to tell you if there's a prerequisite or a co-requisite, and also give a description of the class. Now let's go over how to register. So to register for a class, you go to your MyPima to the Students tab and Register and Pay. You click on Register for Credit Classes. Then you'll click on Register for Classes. This is a short video that also goes over how to register for classes.
To search for and register for classes, log into your MyPima. Go to Students and Register and Pay. To search for classes, click on Online Class Schedule and scroll down. Make sure you have the correct term and location. For fall 2020, most classes will either be virtual or online. You can scroll or type in your code. For this example, we'll be doing STU 100. There are additional search criteria you can use to narrow down your search, and click Search. Scroll down to find a class that meets during a day and time that is interesting to you. Please note you will need the CRN number to register for the class, so please write it down. Notice the day the dates, and the time. If your class is showing as virtual, it means you will be meeting with your professor and other students at that time virtually. If the class is listed as online, it is asynchronous and you will not need to meet at specific times. Make sure the class is open and that there are seats available. Come back to your MyPima and click on New Registration System and register for classes. Make sure your semester is correct and continue. There is a search function within this system, but is not as robust as the one we just showed you, so it is not recommended. Click on Enter CRNs. Enter the CRNs that you have written down and add to summary. You will see the course populate in the lower right-hand corner. When you have listed all of your courses, select Submit to register for the course, and you will see a status here. If there are any errors, you will see these here. If you want to drop a course, follow the directions, come to this list, select Drop, and Submit. You'll see the status is dropped.
After you register for classes, you can view your schedule and then buy your books. You can do this by going to your MyPima, your Students tab, and your Academics tab. That is the best view of your schedule there with all the important information, including the start date, the location, the drop date, the withdrawal date, who your professor is, and any other important information that you need to see. It's also important to meet the tuition payment deadlines. If you're using financial aid, you'll need to check your financial aid flags to make sure they're all cleared. If you're using veteran benefits, make sure to check your veterans area under your MyPima and also reach out to your veteran advisor. And if you're paying out of pocket, you do need to sign up for a payment plan in your My Account Manager. You get there by going to your MyPima, Students, Register and Pay, and My Account Manager. Always check your Pima email for important information. The Pima email is the official email for all Pima school business. It is to protect your privacy, and it is our way to make sure that we are talking to the right person, so always use your Pima email. We cannot use your personal email to do school business. There are many video tutorials that you can find on the Pima website. One of the important areas to know about is the navigating digital spaces. This has a lot of information about how to perform many functions through your MyPima. When you get your schedule, you make sure to check the drop and withdrawal deadlines for your classes. And if you're getting financial aid, always reach out to financial aid to make sure and ask how it might affect your financial aid status if you drop or withdraw from a class. Here's some important reminders. Students have responsibilities and advisors have responsibilities. For the student, it's important to become knowledgeable about your programs, deadlines, policies. Think about your values and goals. Keep a personal record of your progress. Come to the advising appointment prepared to ask questions and discuss your program. Enroll in courses that you and your program advisor have listed in the My Degree Plan. Follow the My Degree Plan, and if you make a change from your My Degree Plan, communicate with your program advisor so it can be edited. Accept responsibility for academic planning decisions. You are in charge of your education. Your program advisor is there as your support and guide. The advisor responsibilities include providing academic support to help you be successful and move toward graduation. communicating curriculum requirements, deadlines, policies, and procedures, creating an educational plan that works with your lifestyle, with your goals, interests, and abilities, providing information and strategies for resources and services, supporting your academic success and giving you accurate and timely information, and being a responsive listener, providing encouragement during challenging times and during times of celebration. Pima Connect is the way that we schedule advising appointments and how you can connect with your program advisor. You log into your MyPima, go to the Students tab and select Academics. Click on the Pima Connect tab and your Success Network will come up. This short video will go over how to schedule an appointment using Pima Connect.
Hey Aztecs! Congratulations! You're more than halfway through the semester. At this point, you're probably asking questions like, what classes do I need for next semester? How and when can I register? Who can I talk to about my program? When can I graduate? How do I ask for help? To make things easier for you, we present, wait for it, Pima Connection. This powerful tool will allow you to schedule an appointment with me, receive important updates and advising notes, communicate with your Success Network, connect with other college resources. Go to My Pima, click Students, then Academics, then Pima Connection, and get started. Don't miss out. Visit Pima Connection now.
Created using Powtoon.
Your next step to graduation. We are here to help support your journey. Please reach out to program advisors, to advising, to the student callback system when you need help. We are here to support you. We are here to help you to connect, to continue, and to complete your goal at Pima Community College. Thank you for your kind attention, and welcome to Pima.